Yesterday, the sad, sombre and momentous death of Queen Elizabeth II was announced. And whatever you think of the royal family or the institution of the monarchy, the Queen represented something far greater than herself. The bedrock of a country. An unmovable, stoic, 70-year constant in a rapidly changing and increasingly insane world. A patron of hundreds of charities. A beloved icon who represented her nation almost right up until the very day of her death. But of course none of that stopped idiots vomiting their obnoxious loathing all over social media. Mr. America Deserved 9/11 Hassan Piker led the charge.
Ooh, let's go! Get fucked, Queen! Pack watch!
Calling working class Brits genuinely upset at the death of their head of state bitches.
My life. Greta.
Oh my god, he's crying! What a bitch!
What, like when you cried on stream when Sam Hyde called you out?
Hassan Piker! I'm coming!
A mentally ill
And banned your own followers merely for bringing up the topic? Oh yeah, you can make jokes about the Queen dying and celebrate it.
The Queen is dead.
But when Sam Hyde makes jokes about you, it's some kind of serious, ominous, violent threat. It's okay when we do it. Cool, blimey, it's hot down here. Yeah, if there is a hell, I don't think publicly advocating for the legalization of CP is going to help you avoid it. Isn't it fascinating how there are legacy media-driven mass moral panics about edgy online content? Global hand-wringing hysteria over Andrew Tate's offensive statements. Giant top-down orchestrated establishment deplatforming campaigns. Yet certain online personalities with audiences in the millions can say the most vile crap imaginable about the death of the Queen, and they're rewarded with establishment cover and big tech protection. The system points the finger all day at dissidents for their disgusting and dangerous rhetoric. Yet these individuals base their entire career on spewing the most repellent invective. And just because they amplify regime messaging everywhere else, they face zero consequences whatsoever. Oh, you're so edgy for celebrating the death of a 96-year-old woman. It's like the kind of thing I did when I was 14, thinking I was all subversive and cool. I wasn't being subversive and cool, I was just being an annoying fucking teenager. These twats do it in their 30s, are platformed in doing so by Twitch, owned by Amazon, a $440 billion net worth transnational corporation, and they still think they're being non-conformist and contrarian. R.I.P. bozo! Old woman dead! Oh my god, so edgy. Let's take a pause there so I can show you the sponsor of this video. If you're like me, you're growing more and more concerned about the future. Inflation is at its highest level in 40 years. Interest rates are skyrocketing. Market experts like Jamie Dimon, CEO of JP Morgan, not only predict a recession, but they're using terms like unprecedented and economic hurricane. If you want to protect your future, do what I did. Call the only precious metals dealer that I trust, American Hartford Gold. They can show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. All it takes to get started is a short phone call, and they'll have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or inside your IRA or 401k. And they make it easy. They're the highest rated firm in the country with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau and thousands of satisfied clients. If you call them right now, they'll give you up to $1,500 of free silver on your first qualifying order. So don't wait, call them now. Call 866-932-6336. That's 866-932-6336. Or text Paul to 998899. Again, that's 866-932-6336. Or text Paul to 998899. This offer is for American customers only. You've seen how much I get demonetized, but by supporting my sponsor, you support me. I get sponsored, my sponsor gets patronized, they sponsor me again, and you get a great product. Everyone's a winner. So click the link in the description for American Hartford Gold. Now back to the video. There are also countless sick tweets welcoming the Queen's death because she was a racist colonizer. Whether you think the British Empire was a genocidal colonialist outrage or a force for good, newsflash, it was a force for good. Queen Elizabeth presided over the dismantling of the British Empire, and colonialism had all but ended when she took the throne. In the decades after she took the throne, under her watch, the last vestiges of it were completely eliminated. So what in God's name are you even talking about? BBC Radio 4 our national broadcaster, whined about the royal family representing inherited white privilege. Apparently, royal families only exist in white countries. I guess the royal families in Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, United Arab Emirates, Swaziland, Brunei, Oman, Bahrain, Jordan, Morocco, Tonga, Bhutan, Lesotho, Cambodia, and Malaysia don't exist. BBC Radio 4 also complained about the monarchy being at odds with society, which values equality, diversity, inclusivity. Despite the fact that the UK became one of the most multicultural places on earth after the Queen took the throne. Again, it's this warped idea that Britain is some kind of racist backwater, yet absorbs around 300,000 immigrants net every single year. If it's so racist and horrible, why do they all come here? They also complained that the royal family was a symbol of slavery. Despite the fact that Great Britain was the first country in the world to officially abolish slavery, nearly 120 years before Queen Elizabeth was even coronated. The New York Times commissioned a piece before the Queen's death, blaming her for helping to, quote, obscure a bloody history of decolonisation, and then published it within hours of her demise, despite the fact that she literally oversaw decolonisation all over the world. I don't have any particular fondness for the royal family, but given a choice between monarchy as a ruling force and this new breed of vile cultural recolonizers as a ruling force, I know which one I'd choose. Get early access to videos, exclusive live streams, and personally DM me. You've seen how much I get demonetized all the time. Well, this is how you support me. By subscribing at pauljosephwatson.locals.com. Please click the link in the description.